Welcome to this video. Today there will be a compact comparison between these two compact detailing bags. Here we have the Necessary by ADBL and the Chemical Guys bag, which I have been testing for you for a while now over the past days and weeks. We had the bag in use a while ago, and I can already share my feedback on it with you. When I made the video here about Chemical Guys, a lot of bags really went out to you afterwards. And I absolutely did not expect that at all. It was just one of those things. I got the bag and thought, oh come on, just a little review about it, but it was received incredibly well by you all. And now I thought we would do a little comparison between the two compact bags, because you can see here that in terms of size and dimensions they go in the same direction, and also in terms of price, they are around $50 depending on the specifics. And now I'll give you a bit of the differences in the video, so you can perhaps decide whether this might be a more compact model for you, or rather the Necessary here from ADBL. I'll take a closer look with you. First, let's talk about the two bags themselves. As you can see, they are completely black. With ADBL, we have these typical orange decorative seams. Orange is a color that is very present in the ADBL logo as well. You can also see that I got the bag specifically for this video. Let's see, maybe I'll also give it away in one of the upcoming monthly contests. And over here, we have the Chemical Guys, completely in black with the white Chemical Guys logo sewn on here. Let's first talk about the dimensions because that's really the most important aspect of a bag. For the Chemical Guys bag, I'll give you the measurements, approximately 30 by 25, so 30 by 25, and here we have 23 by 28, if you bend it out nicely. That means in terms of dimensions, you are almost in a square here, almost, and you have the rectangular shape there. If we turn the bags to the side for a moment and you can look inside from above, you can already see the biggest differences. Here at Chemical Guys, we simply have the large storage area inside without any dividers. And with the ADBL, we have these individual pockets here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 large bottle slots. 5, 6. We will also test again how many bottles fit inside. Also in terms of size, in comparison. Well, the interior differs a bit. If someone says, I also want to put a longer cloth or something like that in, they will have to squeeze it into the middle of the bag. With this one, you can simply place it at the bottom or stand it up on the side, just fold a cloth and then it can also be stored well on the side. These are the main differences regarding the interior. You also have a few holders inside, as you can see here, for brushes and so on both sides. I don't think you'll take as many brushes as there are holders inside, but in any case, why not take them along if they are included? Otherwise, you have the larger compartments here, you have these big spaces, and then there are also these small inner compartments. I sometimes wonder what else can fit into these small spaces because there are just so many things inside. Applicators, maybe some other small items. But how many small items do you actually have when washing a vehicle? So the small pockets inside, I believe most people will use them the least. You will use the large storage areas or compartments here. Here as well. From the handle, you have this metal rod, aluminum, and this large soft grip at the top, this big handle. Here you have it somewhat resolved with fabric. We have two holding straps. And here at the top, it is connected, allowing you to carry the bag wonderfully. From the handle, you can see that it is significantly higher than the Chemical Guys bag when you hold it up from the ground, for example. And that's why the material is a bit stiffer, so it doesn't sag to the side. You just need to bend it a little straight, and then it's nice and high, allowing you to pack it wonderfully. But that's not a problem at all. Just as a difference, you can clearly see that it is quite noticeable. Quickly moving on to the outside, as I don't want to drag the video out unnecessarily. We want to put a few bottles in here shortly. On the outside, you have a mesh pocket here. 2 smaller mesh pockets, 4 outer pockets here. 1 in the front, SOCOs, 2 smaller ones and 1 large one. Here on the side, you also have 3 bags. 1 has a cover with Velcro. Then we also have 2 more bags on the side, 2 smaller ones as well. So I really wonder what you can do with the SB box. They are detailing bags after all. It's not just about SB box washing now, it's also about being able to put your paint thickness gauge in here. You can also store your polishes here. These bags are not just for taking along SB box washing supplies, they are also meant for storing everything you need for your detailing activities. That's why there are so many small bags available. We have the same thing on the side as well. So here and here. Also here, with Velcro in case you have anything that absolutely must not fall out. And on the side, we also have a small strap. So now I really have to say, I don't quite know what this tab here is intended for. Maybe to secure it somewhere in the car so that it doesn't slide around. You also have a carabiner included here, which you can attach somewhere, to prevent the bag from flying around in the car. I actually think that's brilliant because we'll also get to the topic of stability shortly. Let's take a look at the floors right away. Here you can easily attach it to the loop in your trunk. This way the bag won't fly around in the trunk. It will really only move around. This area, I think that's really well done and it doesn't bother me at all. It may sound silly for those who don't need it, but it can be cut off. However, I wouldn't do that. You can actually use it very nicely like this. On the side, you also have a zipper and a few flat items included. So here is also the option to store various documents. We're not just talking about washing tools, but also about documents or whatever else you take with you. Let's take another look at the underside, and here we see the issue of sliding in the trunk. Definitely put a trunk liner or a non-slip mat in the trunk. It's always recommended, even for other items you transport. Here you have these rubber feet again with small pyramid spikes. This provides really good grip. And here is the difference. Look at Chemical Guys. The area down here is quite large and structured with rubber. I'll show it to you here. But if you slide this back and forth on the table, you can definitely notice that the Chemical Guys bag slides much better on such a smooth surface. It gets blocked much faster. And if you place this on a rubberized floor, like a trunk mat, or on a fabric floor, it will anchor itself much better into the surface than this one, because this one will also slide around. Nevertheless, when rubber meets rubber, that's why the trunk liner will also create a bit of grip and friction on the floor, so that the bag doesn't slide back and forth in the trunk. So there are definitely some small subtle differences. I'll start by taking a few really large bottles here, for example, from Tugakemi, and they fit perfectly in here. Let's start with the Chemical Guys. We can place it wonderfully right here. Also here from Labo Cosmetica, I believe Chemical Guys will also say, yes, our 473 ml bottles actually fit best in here. But you have all sorts of things at home. So we will also test it with different items. So here, you get it nicely arranged with enough space. If you have large wide bottles, it gets a bit tighter at the back with 4 of them. Let's add a 4th one. As you can see here, the first one is already tipping over. But you get 6 large L bottles here. What else do we have here? Dr. Whack Power Foam, also a bit bulkier. Look, it fits in here without any problems, so you have no issues at all. Wheel cleaner, shampoo, glass cleaner, snow foam bottle. What do we have left? Spray wax as well. That brings you to about 5. At that point, you've actually covered the entire vehicle. Now we have a 6th bottle if you need anything like insect remover, or what else do we have? Iron fallout remover. So you will actually get everything you need in terms of the number of bottles here. If you take small 500 ml bottles, we can test that briefly again. And then you would see here, look, Yusen, if we take these out and place them over here, you could easily fit 4 more next to them. So if you gather all of this in 500 ml, for example, the bottles from Chemical Guys are 473 ml, which also have a similar diameter, so you can fit 8 bottles in here. So I don't see any problem at all with her having difficulties here. If necessary, we can also take another look here. Just see. They never fall out, so you can fit enough bottles in here. On the other side, this is a double mesh. Here, I would rather put in a wash mitt or a cloth. This isn't really suitable for the sides. No bottles will fit in there. Other products will go in and here, it will also be a bit. But it works. So if someone wants to, they can fit it in here on the side. At first, it seems a bit tight, but that's not what it's designed for. However, it would theoretically work. So let's head over to the other side. Towards ADBL. Here we have ADBL bottles, 500 ml. Due to the layout, you can't fit 3 bottles in here. Can you? No, it's too tight. So here you have, let's say, 4 slots. 500 ml fits in easily. Let's take that as an example. We can also take a 1 liter bottle from ADBL right away. Here, synthetic spray wax must of course fit in as well, and it fits perfectly. It would be bad if it didn't fit. But here too, there are 4 slots available. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here on the inside, you can see it's getting a bit tighter. We still have a snowball bottle that we can take with us. But I could just fit 1 more liter bottle of microwash in here. Well, it works, but it gets quite cozy in there. So you can fit a total of 4, 5, 6, or 7 bottles in here. That definitely works. This means that the effective space advantage is here. With ADBL, you can fit more in. Here there are 6 large bottles. And here there are 7 large L bottles. And then you can decide what works better for you in terms of space allocation. What space do you need? Would you maybe like to put your drying towel in the middle here, or a wash mitt, or whatever? And now you are definitely informed. However, it must be said that these are 2 super compact bags. And of course, there are also larger versions available here from ADBL. In terms of shape, they are similar to these. But it always depends on what you are taking with you. What do you actually want to do? Do you want to drive to the self-service box now? Did you just want to transport your chemical products in there? Do you also want to transport your microfiber items? You can place the cloth, for example, on top here, leaving the middle free, putting the wash mitts in the bottom, and covering it with the cloth on top. Similarly, just lay the cloth across the top. For example, that would also work. Overall, both are very, very well functioning, compact detailing bags, whether for washing or for transporting various utensils that you take with you. Here, I actually see no loser. You can confidently choose either one. You just need to consider what you need, what you don't need, and what is important to you. And with that, you are informed. Until then, folks, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more detailing bags analyzed like this, feel free to let me know which ones I should get next. I have already tested several of them, and there are definitely differences among the various models. I will find the 2021 model for you and provide you with all the information. Until then, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I would be very, very happy about that. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out via WhatsApp anytime. And now we're done here with the modern man, with the modern detailing bag. Take care, folks. Ciao.